Once upon a time, on a warm summer's day, a meadow was full of sunshine, laughter, and music. In the middle of the field, a happy grasshopper played his fiddle and sang loudly. Why work when you can sing and dance all day? Work is for the foolish. Happiness is for those who love to play. Not far away, little ants marched in a line, carrying food back to their home. They were busy working hard so they would have something to eat during the winter. One tiny ant stopped and said, "Grasshopper, why don't you help us gather food? Winter is coming, and we must prepare for it." The grasshopper kept playing his fiddle and said, "You silly ant, winter is still several months away, and you are worrying about it already? Why not relax and enjoy life? There will always be food, and you will always have something to do. You foolish ants just work, work, work. Look at me. I'm having much more fun. Life is too short to work. Come on, join me, and let's have some fun." And the grasshopper started singing and dancing. The ant shook his head and said, "Grasshopper, you may be strong and fast, but your way of life will make you suffer one day. You better start thinking about the future, or you will regret it later." The grasshopper only laughed and replied, "Don't worry about me. I'm strong and quick. I will manage somehow. Winter is still many months away, and you'll see how wrong you are, little ant." And the grasshopper went back to playing and singing. And every day he said to the ants, "Look at me. I am so happy because I don't work like you. Why do you work so hard? Just come and play with me." But the ants kept going. They knew that if they didn't work hard now, they would be hungry later. So they kept collecting food grains and seeds, storing them away for the winter. But the grasshopper didn't listen. Every day he spent his time playing and having fun. "I will manage somehow," he said. But the days passed quickly, and soon autumn arrived. The leaves on the trees turned yellow and fell down, and the warm summer days were gone. Then one morning, the first snowflakes began to fall. The grasshopper felt the cold wind and looked up at the sky. It was winter. For the first time, he felt afraid. "Oh, dear. What have I done? I didn't prepare anything for winter. What will I eat now?" The grasshopper shivered. His legs became weak, and he couldn't even fly. He flew around the field, looking for food, but all the plants were dead. There were no grains or seeds anywhere. At last, the grasshopper saw the ants' home. He had often played near it during the summer, but now it looked very different. The snow had covered everything. Still, he knocked on the door. "Dear ants, may I have some food? I didn't prepare anything, and now I'm starving." One of the ants opened the door and said, "Are you here to ask for food? You know that we've been collecting food since summer, and we need it ourselves. We worked hard during the summer and never wasted our time. We kept busy collecting and storing food so that we could survive the winter." "I know I was wrong," said the grasshopper. "I wanted to enjoy myself, so I didn't listen to you. But now I am starving and I don't want to die. Please give me some food." The ants looked at each other. They remembered how the grasshopper had mocked them when they were working. They knew that he hadn't helped them gather food in the summer, and they also knew that he might be asking for food just because he was hungry right now. But they were kind and gentle, and they didn't want a fellow creature to die of hunger. So they gave the grasshopper some food. When he ate it, he felt a little better. He thanked the ants and said, "I'm sorry I didn't listen to you before. I was too lazy to collect food. I will never make fun of your hard work again." The ants nodded and said, "We understand you didn't mean to hurt us, Grasshopper. We know you are a good fellow creature, but sometimes being lazy is worse than being strong. If you don't use your strength, it will be useless. You are lucky that you didn't have to suffer too much from hunger. There is enough food for all of us, and we will share it. But next year, you better start preparing early. Don't wait till the last moment." The grasshopper nodded and said, "Thank you for saving my life, ants. I promise I will start preparing early next year. I will work hard so I won't be bothered by hunger in the future." The ants smiled and said, "Of course you will. But remember, it's not just about winter. Hard work helps you prepare for any difficulties in life. You don't have to be lazy all the time. Sometimes you should work hard, and that will help you in the long run." The grasshopper nodded. He understood that the ants were right. He was lazy, and that's why he suffered. If he had worked hard like the ants, he wouldn't have gone hungry. He thanked the ants for their help and promised to never forget this lesson. Then the grasshopper went back to his home. He spent the rest of the winter quietly, thinking about what the ants had told him. He thought about how he had wasted his time and how he had made fun of the ants for working hard. He regretted it. In the spring, when the weather became warm and nice again, the grasshopper was ready to change his ways. He wasn't going to be lazy anymore. He knew that hard work paid off, and he wanted to be prepared for the future. From that day on, the grasshopper worked hard alongside the ants. He didn't make fun of them anymore. Instead, he learned from them. He understood that hard work wasn't bad. Sometimes it was necessary. And by working hard, you could avoid suffering in the future. So the grasshopper kept working and preparing. He didn't waste time anymore. And when winter arrived again, he wasn't scared. He knew he was ready. He had food stored away, and he wasn't going to suffer from hunger anymore. The grasshopper learned an important lesson that day. He realized that hard work and preparation can help you avoid problems in the future. Sometimes being lazy isn't a good idea. And if you want to be prepared for anything, you need to work hard and not be lazy. The ants, on the other hand, showed the grasshopper the importance of hard work. They were diligent and always prepared, which helped them survive the winter without any problems. They also taught the grasshopper that hard work isn't always bad. Sometimes it's necessary to avoid problems in the future. The story of the ant and the grasshopper teaches us important lessons about hard work, preparation, and laziness. It reminds us that being lazy and not planning for the future can cause trouble. But with hard work and smart planning, we can avoid problems and be ready for anything. So next time you see an ant working hard, remember, it's not just an insect doing its thing. It's a reminder for all of us to plan ahead, work hard, and never, ever give up. And maybe then we'll have a happier ending like the grasshopper did. Now it's your turn. Little friend, share with us. What did you learn from the story of the ant and the grasshopper? Is there someone you know who's always lazy, or someone who works hard and plans ahead? Tell us in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing stories and adventures. Keep being awesome, keep learning, and we'll see you next time.